Today is 11 days, which are 1 week and 4 days of the Omer. Yesterday, we explored Tiferet in discipline, compassion in our actions and our dealings with others. With this pandemic, we have so many different opportunities to show compassion. We were discussing last night after class, a member of our group mentioned making caps for healthcare workers at her daughter's hospital. Now, we hear a lot about masks, but I wanted to mention this because we've not heard about this need, which seems obvious that they would actually need caps. Now, it takes discipline. This is a good example. It takes discipline to work persistently, as many are these days, to make a difference to create these necessities that our healthcare professionals might need, and compassion to identify yet something else that might be lacking, which is actually a natural segue to bringing us forward to today when we move into the Netzach of Gevurah, endurance in discipline. So we are in day 11, which if you add together the two ones, reduces down to the number 2. And number 2 equals partnership, the interdependence of one on another. We have to work together to make a difference now more than ever. Being disciplined in our actions, able to endure to overcome what may seem impossible is absolutely crucial. Once we have a goal or a purpose at hand, like for instance, making these caps or the masks that are being made, we have to have the endurance, no matter what else is going on, to fulfill the commitment, to complete the task at hand. When we are disciplined in our actions, we must have the drive and the fortitude to manifest, because procrastination can actually undo and defeat us. Starting and then dropping the ball doesn't work. We need the endurance to see things through to completion, the will, the koyach to push through any and all obstacles that may occur. Persistence pays. Thomas Wolfe is quoted as saying, "We are made to persist." That's how we find out who we are. A lot is revealed to us as we work our way through to a goal. Our character is revealed to ourselves. We can see many examples of this in our daily lives. For example, marriage takes endurance and discipline to stay connected, especially at these times when everybody is in such close proximity to each other. Meditation, which is a good thing to do at this time, requires endurance and discipline to endure the silence, the discipline to sit for extended periods of time with yourself, the enduring discipline to quiet the noise and to actually be okay with that. Because that's when the revelations begin and the truth found, connecting to the source of energy that fuels everything seen and unseen. That's what we need to tame the monster of this pandemic. We are held up in our homes while this monster, this unseen monster, lurks outside. We need to take care not to become the monsters ourselves, or society as we know it will begin to unravel. We will become unglued, and negativity, the dark forces in the universe, will win. Endurance in our discipline is our main key to survival, our hope in the storm, our portal, our way out and through. We cannot let up. We cannot let up on ourselves. Our discipline cannot be flighty. It must be strong, enduring. We cannot let our foot up off the gas, so to speak, or we will become stagnant and get absolutely nowhere. Any progress, any gains that we will have made will be null and void. And this is the greatest concern that most have with not letting up during this pandemic in social distancing, physical distancing, or in creating new habits that are enduring in discipline. This is why things cannot and will not ever be 100% as they were. But then nothing ever is. To effect a change is constant evolution and growth. This is not possible without endurance in discipline. To have endurance in our discipline is to overcome weakness, not allowing ourselves to falter, to let ourselves or anyone else down. It is to be tenacious and unwavering in our focus and will. It is the drive and the motivation to be absolutely unstoppable. When disciplining ourselves and others, we are consistent, reliable, and steady. We stay the course until achievement and success are ours. For example, in a case with a child, we don't back off. They can feel secure because we won't let up. They can count on our strength and our ability to be there for them. We are disciplined in our dealings with them, disciplined with ourselves in how we relate, and the example that we set with others. If we have endurance in our discipline, anything is possible because we have the grit within to make things happen. Success is the only option because we are determined and we are focused. Endurance in discipline, for example, can be found in prayer or in the constant ritual, daily repetition of a psalm or a verse, providing stability and balance. No matter what your faith is, a reliable core to rest and to build upon. Safety in a storm. When we have endurance in our discipline, we will prevail at all costs to overcome adversity, which is exactly what will get us through this pandemic or any crisis or any obstacle in our path. It is our motivation, our driving light that is connected to the God force within us and surrounding us. When we endure in discipline, we tap into and we harness the incredible energy that's available to manifest great things. This is how we will find a vaccine or a cure. People working tirelessly with a discipline to endure and enduring discipline. Robert Frost said that the best way out is always through. And that's what we are dealing with right now with this pandemic. We have no way out of this but to get through it together. And it's amazing to see how resourceful people are. It took a pandemic for the entire world to reach out and discover the humanity that we all must afford one another. And yet, as people are starting to get just a little bit antsy, we are beginning to see the lack of endurance and discipline needed to make it through as one unified collective. Dates have been set for stay-at-home times to be lifted, and yet protests are popping up in violation. Everyone is entitled to their point of view, but we must ask ourselves, at what cost? If we made a plan, set a goal, how do we find the fortitude and the strength to see it through, no matter how uncomfortable we may be? Does the end justify the means? Calvin Coolidge said, "Nothing in this world can take the place of persistence. Talent will not. Nothing is more common than unsuccessful men with talent. Genius will not. Unrewarded genius is almost a proverb. Education will not. The world is full of educated derelicts. Persistence and determination alone are omnipotent." The slogan, "Press on," has solved and always will solve the problems of the human race. Words that ring true at this time. We are amidst a global situation that now threatens our entire human race. Civilization as we knew it, and a civilization that we have yet to build. We need to make it through to the finish line, especially if it's unclear where that is. We need to have the faith and the endurance to get up each day and find a way to make it through. To search for things that excite us, to spend time on things that motivate us so that the days don't seem quite so unbearable, and peace can be found in the privacy that this pandemic has produced. Time with our loved ones, taking up a hobby, reading books you've never finished, or maybe books that you want to start, or studying, like what we're doing with the counting of the Omer. Maybe by the time our 49 days are complete, we will all merit being released from our restrictive state. We will have accomplished something for the entire world, manifesting energy with this discipline that we are creating in these 49 days, that we are enduring. Because all of us will have endured with compassion for our fellow man and our fellow woman and had the discipline to make it through. So for this day of the Omer, let us take a look at when we had endurance and discipline, when we might have given up, when we might have given in, when we pushed through resistance outside and within to accomplish a goal, and maybe even when we failed to endure, stopping just short of attainment. It takes focus for the discipline and the will to endure to kick in. like running a marathon. Start small. Think about this in your daily life. Maybe pick up something to do and finish it, something small, or maybe tackle a closet, organize some clutter. Find some freedom in accomplishing small, set goals and gain a sense of control in a situation that requires we completely let go. Let go because we have no control. So we can take control back in some of the little things that we can manifest within our own being, in our own space, and with our own family. Or maybe we do something personally productive and advancing. Maybe we give up caffeine or sugar, or we choose an exercise plan, and we have the discipline and the endurance in discipline to actually stick to it. So look honestly at yourself. Do you make excuses? What are your habits? Which ones are good and which are getting in your way, causing you to stop a little bit short of your goal? We all at this time must take a necessary look at our ability to endure and to effectively discipline. This is essential to success in any endeavor. Right now, humanity needs us all to dig deep and find our way toward this endurance and discipline. Literally, our lives may depend on it. So may we all have the strength and the passionate focus that we have to drum up within ourselves, which is necessary to beat this pandemic. May today's Omer inspiration help light our way.